Okay, so today I'm just going to kind of let you follow me around. I've got several prints to ship, and so I just thought it might be helpful to just show my process of me going through printing my prints and printing out my shipping labels, and just kind of day in the life of an artist on shipping day, which it's not really shipping day. It's only going to take me probably an hour to do all this, but maybe it'll help you just see how I do it and how I organize it, and I'll just show you step by step everything that I do. Okay, so let's get started. So here I am on my Etsy page. I'm on Etsy. I'm going to click Shop Manager, and then I'm going to go to Orders and Shipping. This right here is a print that it's a 40 by 50 G clay they ordered, and they want it hand painted, and I just got that in. I order my big G clays from this company in Hong Kong, so it takes like 2 weeks to get the item, and I just let people know, you know, it's going to take at least a month for me to get the print in, get it painted, get it out to you. So anyway, that one's kind of been sitting in my shop for a while, and see, it should have been shipped 7 days ago, so there's that. But anyway, here are some other orders that I need to process. I've got a 10 by 12, an 11 by 14, and a 16 by 20. It's been a great week. I so appreciate those orders. Look at my cute, isn't this the cutest me want cookie? And that is so true. Me do want cookie. Okay, so here are my labels, but they're like divided into 2 labels, and they're peel and stick type labels. I just order these on the internet whenever I run out, and I get them from different manufacturers every single time, because prices just change so quickly. And then I'm gonna print out a label, so I have to think for a minute. Okay, I've got a 10 by 12 and 11 by 14. I think I could roll those together. I kind of hate to do that though, because it's so nice to get art shipped flat, but it's just so much more expensive and not as safe. See, this is my thinking process. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with the flat shipping, because they paid a lot for these prints in my opinion, and I really appreciate that, and it does take some extra work to ship them flat, but hey, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And they already paid for priority mail, which was $10, so I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna click on get shipping labels. So I'm gonna have to do priority. Anything over a pound, you have to do priority. I kind of guesstimate how big the package will be, probably 20 by 15 by 2, right? And then I'm going to say it's going to be 1.5 pounds, which is 1 pound, 8 ounces, right? I'm sure you guys will let me know if I have my math wrong. All right, so it's going to ship out tomorrow. Confirm and buy. Boom. So, okay, purchase, print label, and this is one of the reference photos that I'm using for a painting I'm doing. Actually, I just finished the painting. Actually, it might be in here. No, it's not. Okay, anyway, sorry. All right, so I go new file, new, and then I have it all pre-set up for 17 by 22 because I use that size so much. So I'm going to use 17 by 22. Okay, and there's my nice blank sheet of paper, and then I'm going to go to File, Open, and all my scans are in this one folder. animal scans. Go down to Lion Love. Look at all these paintings I've done over the years. Jeez. All right, so there's Lion Love. I'm gonna open him up. So, all right, now this is ready to print. So I'm gonna hit File. So here's my Epson. What do you think, Parker? What do you think of the printer? What is that coming out of the printer?
Lion.
Oh, it's a lion? What does a lion say?
Wow.
Rawr. All right, you guys, so here's my lion print coming out of my SureColor P800 Epson Ultra Chrome. Oh, there's my prints that I have to ship out. I made this, my mom and I made this table out of floorboards from the log cabin my dad was raised in. Isn't it cool? I love it. Hi, kitty. Okay. All right, so here's my little paper cutter. I need to get a bigger one. I just watched another YouTuber, Mini Small. I love Mini Small. If you guys have not watched any of her videos, do so immediately because she always has some great tips. But she just got this new paper cutter and it inspired me to just think about the possibilities of having a new handy dandy fat. Didn't go all the way, but that's okay. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this little baby up. Hopefully I don't tear anything because this is kind of awkward cutting this big piece of paper on this little thing, but right, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. And all right, so there's that, and then I just sign right here in the white margin, Rachel Parker. All right, so there's that print. At least I have one that survives. And I still have this little card that I'll fold it and make it a nice gift for someone. Maybe I'll just add it into this order because this was a nice big order and I really do appreciate that. So I like to give people little free gifts, especially if they spent some money with me. I really appreciate that. That's like the ultimate compliment, right, fellow artists? Okay, now I'm going to package up this little 8x10. And what I do is I get two different sized flat, these are like thick, almost like cardboard, but not quite that thick, but they're pretty rigid. They're called rigid mailers. If you search rigid mailers on eBay or Amazon or whatever, you'll find them. And so I'm just going to stick that in here. And I don't, there's tape. If I peel this off, it'll stick, but I'm not going to do that for the inner one. And then I just put this in the next size up rigid mailer. I peel this off and boom, ready to go. And this one's actually going to Spain. I wish I was going to Spain. I went to Spain when I was younger. I wanted to be a writer and I went and interned at this magazine and I got to go on this awesome trip to Spain where I rode Spanish horses through the countryside, and it was just such, it was like living in a dream, honestly. The sunsets were incredible. The men were beautiful at this horse farm. The reason I have two of these is because I was cutting that one line and I got a nick in the side of one and I just can't send that to someone who's paid $75 for a print. So what I did is I offered the slightly damaged one for free to one of my Patreon subscribers, and my Patreon account is something new that I'm trying. So, and you know, for as little as $4 a month, people can sign up and they get free giveaways. And this customer ordered these two prints. This is the other one. I print my paper on velvet fine art paper for my Epson printer. And I just put them together, and since this is a larger order and I'm shipping it flat, I am going to put it in this plastic sleeve. When you go to buy these online, shop around because prices vary widely. And I just get the kind that you can seal. So I'm gonna seal these up like so. And I'm gonna fold this over. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape on here just to attach it, okay? And then this is the box that I'm gonna use. It's a box that my art paper comes in, and I have a ton of these, so that's a lot of free cardboard that I have that's great for shipping. And then I'm just gonna put another piece of cardboard in there though. I'm gonna cut this bigger piece down to fit in here just so it has some extra rigidity. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it. All right, so I'm just gonna cut with my nice sharp knife. And I'm gonna hang this over the edge a little bit so I can cut it the rest of the way. You just have to get creative sometimes with cardboard, especially with larger pieces. You just have to really make sure that everything's nice and tightly packed up. I just shipped a framed piece of artwork. It was framed in plexiglass, not glass. That would be really scary, although I have done it. I've mailed glass, framed glass artwork. I do not recommend that, but it can be done. But I just used a big box and I wrapped it up with bubble wrap. Like I take bubble wrap all around the whole picture, especially paying a special attention to the corners because those are the most those are the spots that are most likely to get damaged in shipping. It's the corners, so you want to make sure you put extra bubble wrap around those. And I just put it in a box that was like 3 inches bigger than the artwork on all sides, and I just bubble wrap the heck out of that thing, and it got there safely, so that was all right. Yeah, so it's important to put the artwork in the box before you tape it up like I just did. I'm doing too many things at one time. But, okay, so, whoops, that was a mistake. All right. Yeah, so, okay. Anyway, let me focus here again. Okay, so I'm gonna tape my artwork to this cardboard that I cut. It's just one flat piece of cardboard. If you really want to be really careful, you know how cardboard has, the grain will go this way. The grain is going this way on this piece, but I could also cut another piece so that other grain's going this way. So the grain goes this way and this way. And that just really makes it a lot stronger. I'm not going to do that for this one because actually if you look at the grain of this, it is going this way and this grain is going that way, so that'll really make it a lot stronger. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're trying to make your packaging nice and sturdy. Be aware of the grain of the cardboard you're working with and try to vary it. All right, let me take that tape off. All right. Now normally for an 11 by 14, I'll roll it and I'll put it in a tube like this. And I actually cut this tube in half. It's from another shipment that I got of a large canvas, and I cut it in half. But I just ordered some 2 by 20 mailing tubes for my larger art. And this is really the safest way to send art. But I'm doing these flat because there's 2 prints, and I just think that would be kind of tight to roll 2 prints into a tube. I have done it before, but only with cheaper prints. With prints that are this nice, I don't like to do that. So you just take the heck out of the package. That's what I'm going to do now. Tape, tape, tape. I like to wrap some tape all the way around. Something like this so that it cannot pop open. And just tape all the seams up. Good. And now this is ready for its shipping label, and I'll put it out in the mail. Since this is about mailing, why don't I show you exactly how I put my things out on the porch? This is part of my studio. It's a complete wreck, and those are all paintings and boards that I use for my watercolor. Anyway, see, I have a little basket set up, and I just put my prints in the basket. If they're really big, I'll just lean them up against the door, and when the mailman comes, he just collects everything and off they go. It's kind of a pretty morning. I have a bunch of sunflowers planted out here. Look at them. There's tons of them. They're kind of on their way down, but it's fun because people just stop and take pictures, so I'm really enjoying that. Alright, shipping label on. I don't want to show you the shipping address, but there we go. And I just put this out on my front porch. If you have a safe place to put your mail, like a porch or something, you don't even have to go to the post office. You just put it on your front porch. If you printed it off using an Etsy or eBay or PayPal, or USPS.com even has click and ship labels that you can print off, like what I just did. They come out just the same size, so you can print on that same paper that I use. And that's a lot easier than having to go to the post office all the time.